Why is this? Oh, I'm upside down. Why is it not? Hello. Come on. Hi. Here we go. There we go. That's more like it. Hello, and welcome to the Emergence How to Use a Radio video. I'm recording this video. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet because using a radio correctly is important, particularly during the event when there's a lot of traffic on the radio. If you've got a radio and it's still build week, feel free to just be sloppy with it. But during the event, when we're trying to make sure that resources get to where they're needed, promptly and effectively, please use these protocols. That's why this is important. And these are the radios we use. They have a couple of knobs. They got the on off on the outside here. One, and it'll tell you what channel you're on. And this other knob is the channel 16. Changing knob. 71. Most of the time are going to be on channel 1. Some teams have a special channel. There are also a couple of dedicated chat channels. So if you want to be just using this as a social, tool, feel free to ask somebody who you want to chat with to go to the chat channel and chat away. But channel 1 and some of the team channels should be used mindfully. So we have a particular protocol. It's not unique to us, but first you want to think, like if you were making a phone call to somebody who you knew was busy and you were asking them for something, you would think before you call, like what am I going to say, right? So think about what you're asking. Listen for just for a little while. Make sure that there's nothing urgent happening on the radio that's more urgent than what you have to say, and maybe let that resolve. If it's, if what you have is not urgent, just, kind of don't interrupt people who are like, kind of directing medical, for example. Then what you're going to do, there's a button on the side. You press the button and you pause just for a second for it to engage, because it doesn't actually engage right away. And then you talk. And you hold it down while you talk. So that's how to kind of functionally use the radio. And the way we do it is you will have a call sign, or maybe it's just your role, like placement or gate. And you start by calling out the person you're looking for. And so in many cases, that will be khaki. Khaki is what we call our dispatch person, who is going to, for example, if you need medical or you need particular resources and you don't know where those are going to come from, khaki is the person who's going to help find what you need. And so my call sign, for example, is Crystal Panther. So if I am looking, for example, for medical for somebody, I would be calling khaki. So I will say, khaki, Crystal Panther. And I'm listening and I'm waiting for khaki to come back and say, Crystal Panther, go for khaki. And then I have thought about what I'm going to say. And that's usually what I need and where I need it. So for example, in this case, I'm going to say I need medical because somebody's fallen off their one wheel near greeters. And so I will say, this is no, that's not what I'm going to say. You don't say this is, because that's more chatter. I need a medical for an injury near greeters. That's all I need to say. Khaki's already been engaged. They will hear me. They might ask me for details. They might confirm, okay, I've got medical rolling to you at greeters, for example. If you have an emergency and there's chatter going on that is less important than what you have to say, the way you get people's attention is break. That's how you indicate that whatever everybody else is talking about is less important than what you have to say. There's some kind of emergency, there's some kind of urgency. Other things, all-com is what you're going to hear when somebody is like making an announcement, like, hey, the happy hour for team leads is about to start. So all-com, there is booze at the Hearth Cafe for you, something like that. And that's just a general announcement to everybody that there's something hopefully good going on. And Ken, is there anything else I need to say?
That's brilliant.
Okay, Ken says I'm done. So yeah, mindfully use the radio, and we can't wait to emerge with you. Wee, 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 wee.